need to stop paedophilia now, people. There's no excuse for child abuse. No, no. Stop paedophilia now, now, now. Wake up, people. It's going on. And we can stop it if we come together, okay? There's no excuse for child abuse.
In 2000, Hollie was able to tell her mum at last what had happened, because her mum and dad had split up. She told her mum that her father had been taking her off at night. She told her mum that he had been raping her in the day. Anne was horrified. She went to the police with Hollie. They reported the abuse to Grampian police, and immediately the police arranged for a forensic medical examination, which is what they should do. And they confirmed, yes, Hollie is a victim of repeated historic abuse. Poor Hollie. And then, what should they have done then? They should have gone round to the home of the first person that Hollie named, her father and her brother, and taken the computers and taken the bedding and investigated right there and then in May 2000. But suddenly, the investigation stopped. The confirmation of the abuse was obtained, but the investigation stopped dead. And that's why we're here today. 13 years later, 13 and a half years later, Hollie's abuse is not investigated. Her abusers are at large. All because Grampian police did not investigate in 2000, May 2000, when they first heard of the abuse and confirmed it for themselves. Now, because nothing has been done, a huge campaign has grown up around Hollie. Hollie has named a whole lot of people that she says abused her along with her father and brother. And some of these people are very angry and claim to be very disturbed, distressed, hurt, alarmed, distressed, and all of those things. Rather like Lord McAlpine yesterday, who for an hour on BBC Midday News spoke about his hurt, distress, and the feelings of being named as a paedophile when you believe you're not. And it went to his very bones, and it's the bitterest and most horrible thing that can happen to anybody. And I'm sure the public felt very sorry and very sympathetic for Lord McAlpine. Lots of people tweeted and twittered that they were with him. Yes, it's a horrible thing to wrongly accuse somebody of being a paedophile. But what if they are, and I'm not saying Lord McAlpine is, I think he's being believed. It's not about him, it's about Hollie's abusers. They claim they're innocent. The main ones, the ones that I want questioned myself, her father and brother, have scarpered off to Portugal. They're swanning it in Portugal. And I think it's very possible that little girls in Portugal are at risk from these monsters. Hollie's older brother started off as a lovely little sweet boy, like all children start off, but very early on, his father started abusing him. And then he became an abuser. He started abusing his sister. This is how it starts. So now he's ended up a monster like his father, terrorizing little girls wherever they are. Why don't we ask the police to go after those two, bring them back from Portugal for questioning? So he's already on the police files as some sort of sexual pervert. And Hollie's father was lightly questioned in 2000, I think a phone call or something, but nothing more was done about him. Now these people are the ones that we should focus on. I don't care about the 20 or 22 others that Hollie has named at the moment. They have been named. They've been very angry. They've gone to the law. There's been a trial of the person who named them publicly on the streets of Aberdeen. Justice of a sort has been done, but they confirmed at the trial that none of them had been questioned. Okay, well, perhaps they could be questioned for information about Hollie's main abuser, her father, Dennis Mackey, because these people are all connected to each other and related, some of them. This is a family ring. But the problem is there's also some senior people of Aberdeen society have been named as part of the ring. Now, they may be innocent, we don't know, but what do we need? An investigation. And this is what should have happened 13 years ago, and it should have happened also 4 years ago in 2009. Hang on, 4, 5. Because Grampian police, at Robert Breen's behest, came down from Aberdeen to interview Hollie in September 2009 and had the whole story that she'd already told them in 2000, word perfect, absolutely not a word different from what she'd said in 2000, all over again. And they have the taped interview of Hollie, and that is all now on the police files all over again. And she also spoke to 1 or 2 psychiatrists, psychiatric experts, and she spoke to delegates from the Criminal Injuries Compensation Authority, who awarded her a substantial sum in compensation for her abuse. So we have the whole scenario of an abuse victim with confirmed abuse that the state accepts was abused, and then no investigation, no pursuit of the abusers. Why cannot the police touch this issue? Why can they not prosecute crimes against children? If somebody's done a murder, the police go hounding round to that person and haul them in and lock them up in the cells and deal with them properly, if they can find them. If they have the clear evidence of a massive crime against a child, with the possibility that other crimes are being committed against other children on the back of that crime, why don't they go after the criminals? Why don't they prosecute, investigate, do what they should do? Why is there a cordon sanitaire around high-level paedophilia? Now we have the opportunity, thanks to the latest revelations about Jimmy Savile. The bubble is starting to burst. Or shall we say the boil is bursting. A lot of nasty stuff is coming out. It's very unpleasant, it's distressing. I'm sure people don't feel happy about what they're reading in their newspapers, seeing on their TV screens at the moment, or hearing that hundreds of people abused 10, 20, 30 years ago have reported to the police, the main subject of the current news reporting, Jimmy Savile. Okay, victims, however long ago you are a victim of a crime, it is never too late to prosecute the criminals. It's never too late to report your crimes and to set things in motion to get justice. But now we have somebody who's reported a crime that's happening now, with the very strong likelihood that it's happening now on many fronts as a result of the fact that the police did not investigate. So I say, always, anybody who's a victim of a crime needs to get settlement of that, however long ago it happened. Never too late to get justice and a settlement and closure on your issue. But now, we have something happening at the moment which is not being investigated, which is equally criminal, and we've got a cover-up, and that's why we're here today, because of the cover-up. Now, the cover-up is almost worse in these cases than the crime, because the crimes of paedophilia, the actual paedophiles, and the torturers of children, thank God, are a minority. You know, some people say, oh, we can't touch it because they're so numerous. They're not. They're not. They are a powerful minority, however. They can be quite powerful people in society, and that's the problem. So around them has grown up this cover-up, this penumbra of hush hush and don't go there and I shouldn't touch that, and if you say anything about that you'll lose your job, or we can't publish that, oh no, that's a no-no, that's a no-go. This is the cover-up. A sort of murky shadow forms around the abuser, protecting him from exposure. This is exactly what we've seen with Jimmy Savile. Everybody doing a nudge nudge, wink wink, no we can't talk about that. And even the police complicit in it. And this is really my main gripe, that the police, who are good people, when they join the police, they do so in most cases, in vast majority of cases, for the highest moral reasons. They have a vocation, a calling, to help keep the public safe, to help keep law and order, to protect children. I'm sure that should come in. To protect children should be top of their list in their vocation of joining the public service, like the police. So why don't the police do their job in this case? Well, because of the cover-up, because of senior people saying, you can't go there, you know, this is one area you cannot deal with, and if you do, their heads are going to roll. Threats, death, killings in quiet places. So, and if you're a public servant, you might lose your job if you follow your moral calling to investigate crime. Politicians, the same thing in Parliament. Well, I think they're beginning to wake up in Parliament. They had a debate yesterday about this very issue, about child abuse in Parliament all yesterday afternoon. Makes very interesting reading. So, with a bit of luck, the MPs will start bringing it into the open and pushing for everything to come out at this stage. And maybe some MPs are going to help Hollie. A few of them have already helped Hollie, but far too few. Well, let's hope some more join in now.
Why does the BBC perpetuate the cover-up of Hollie Greig? Why is there no printed articles of the Hollie Greig scandal? Justice for Hollie Greig. Stop the institutionalised paedophilia. It is not an isolated case. This is a very organised network of paedophilia that expands the globe. This is a global problem. This is not a local problem. Justice for Hollie Greig. Free Robert Greig.
Forces resonating with creation and your true life forces. We're doing this one for Hollie Greig. All this stuff, man, it's been put on the stage. Brian Jerish, man, we're putting the truth here, making sure that we make it all so clear. Abusing, it's time for choosing. Which way are you going? Left, right now. Choose the jab, inject right here. It's so simple, now it's love or fear. Just choose the truth pill, we're on a new thrill. We're moving higher, man, this is the real deal. Open your heart, that's the key. We gotta set the whole planet totally free. We are one, energetic consciousness. Infinite potential's gonna be synonymous. It's the next quantum leap to be free. So resonate with the highest form of the sacred energy. Transform to a whole new reality. Peace, equilibrium's got up in normality instead of hate and destruction. This is what I call disharmony. My mind had cause ready to soar. The message and the aim is to keep it raw. Bringing truth to your door, truth to your door. BBC's what? Planning Third World War. Bloodshed operation mobilizing the troops and the infiltrating hierarchy. Don't get duped. They don't want you connecting with your spiritual sources, resonating with creation and your true life forces. So hocus pocus, don't lose your focus. Realign your heart and your soul, you know this. This isn't banter, this isn't a mantra. Articulate, exotic, not robotic. Apprehend or pretend, resurrect to the end. Check his jurisdiction, is this fact, is it fiction? Check his jurisdiction, is this fact, is it fiction? Yeah, what? No, it's like you're looking at the world locked inside of a cage. Where is the cause of all this rage? My truth's feasible, that's why we gotta keep it pleasable. This is the ability, fast move agility. So never plunder when your thoughts are like thunder. True power of your heart's deep, deep under. Here today, but we're gone tomorrow. We want to leave the world with the minimal sorrow. Peace! The revolution is coming.